We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support, and in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 10:10 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow and what's going on within the charts. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. The home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Netflix spot. Our Netflix spot at 10 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and call options went up 250% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to multiple rip areas from Thursday to today, and now back down so far to red bars, and the last piece missing to complete the transition would be white with red borders. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here on 42 vision and ending back up to red bars and having the first bear indicator pop up in the last 3 days, right? Back on Wednesday, it got a bull indicator, canceling out that bear indicator from 517 at the 515 level, broke out above 518, hit the resistance levels we were watching yesterday, and went up towards the next level of 522 that we broke down in yesterday's video, not that far off of 523, right? But now a bear indicator has popped up at these levels at the 521.70 level to be exact, canceling out this bull indicator. And now it's not the only stock under a bear indicator, right? We also have here the QQQ now at 442, canceling out that bull indicator from 438. If you look at Tesla, a bear indicator at the open at 172, pushing down and breaking through the support of 170, heading towards the 167 level. And the next level below that I'll be watching going into next week is 165, if it cannot hold up. And then you have Apple here erasing all the gains from yesterday, canceling out that bull indicator from 182 up to the 184 area, and a bear indicator popped up here at 185, and a full transition down from the rip area to the dip area, right? So critical support here. If it could double bottom and push back up, that's going to be something to not ignore, right? From way up here at that push up, back down, and then doing the next leg up, holding support. If it breaks, it will be something to not overlook here on these charts. Now, if we look at Netflix, you could see here as well, bear indicator at 617 and dropping down towards the 610 support that it's been fighting to stay above here since Wednesday, pushing up and holding up above it until today and even in the after hours. So multiple stocks here with the volatility under bear indicators and trying to hold support. Now, we have the SPY under a 30-minute bear indicator, but if you zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here a bull indicator from yesterday at 517, held strong, multiple rip areas here of bright green bars, and now it's done a full transition so far to red bars and just confirmed in the last several minutes. This is a whole new 1 hour bar in the last 2 minutes. It's showing 58 minutes to go. So 2 minutes ago, this closed and confirmed with a bear indicator here at the 520.50 level, and we're right now sitting near 520.13 in the aftermarket hours, a critical area of support throughout the day multiple times. Now, we could see it's done a transition into red bars, and if this bear indicator continues to hold true and push into next week, well, then that's something to not ignore because we still haven't completed the transition. The last piece missing is white with red borders if the weakness were to continue and support would be broken, right? We also want to take a look at outflows and inflows, and that's what we're going to pull up in just a moment, and we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into next week. But in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could clearly see a bear indicator dominating after that chop at the open from the 522 level all day, full transition, rip area to the dip area, tried coming back up, and it's continuing to fight here near support. Now I'm going to pull up those inflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into next week. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP 500 index, with outflows dominating here from yesterday to today, but officially it crossed over in the volatility in the middle of the day when it dropped from 521 down towards 519. It dominated all day, and in the after hours now here, we have a divergence, right, of the stock pulling downwards and inflows back above. This is something to not ignore because if it continues upwards, it could start to pull this up with it and start reflecting that strength into these charts. So I will be watching that closely going into next week and the rest of these after hours. Now, in the bigger picture of the 1 hour, the reason why the chart hasn't completely collapsed, well, those outflows have not crossed over. It is still dominating with inflows even though it's red, and it's dropped sharply from up here near 4.3. It's still at positive 0.62. So that's something to not ignore here. It does need to switch from red to green and pull upwards to justify any move to the upside. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see the chop, but outflows are dominating, guys. If this weakness continues to the downside, it could continue to reflect that weakness into the charts, roll it over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, crossing it back below the midpoint, and the first support I'll be watching is 519. Then below that is 516.50, and then I'll be watching the 515 level. So those are the key levels to the downside. To the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to switch from red to green, cross that midpoint, double bottom here, right? If it could hold up and hold the support of the day and try to retest the highs of the day, which was 522.50, get up towards that level. That's the first resistance I'll be watching. If it rolls that strength over to pull up the 1 hour and the 30-minute away from the midpoint, the next level I'll be watching is 523 in that time range, and then 525. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows are going to be critical as they're really close to the midpoint, and in the volatility, it has crossed below it. It needs to switch from red to green and pull upwards. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.